My name is Chandler Hefter, and I'm a rising sophomore at Texas Christian University. For my worship site visit, I visited Fo Guang Shang Xin Yun Temple. It is located on 6720 North Capital of Texas Highway in Austin, Texas. Thank you. When pulling in, I first had to drive through a large set of gates. This was unusual to me because most places of worship I visited before had not been that protected. I first walked around the outside of the temple. I noticed several small shrines around the perimeter of the temple and parking lot. In addition to the main temple, there were also meditation and tea rooms. The temple had very iconic and traditional Asian architecture. The main temple had a classic pagoda style to it. Carvings etched in gold surrounded the front entry. This gave the temple an even greater royal feeling. The Fo Guang Shan Xing Yun Temple fits into the larger Buddhist division of religion. Also, the Zhang Yun Temple in Austin is one of the many branches of the Fo Guang Shan Temple Buddhist order that is founded by Venerable Master Hsing Yun. On September 10, 1994, Venerable Master Hsing Yun, the founder of Fo Guang Shan Buddhist Order, came to Austin to host the groundbreaking ceremony. The construction started in October 1995 and was completed in January of 2000. On June 19, 1998, Venerable Master Hsing Yun named the temple Fo Guang Shan Xing Yun Temple. The Fo Guang Shan Xing Yun Temple is located on the scenic Capital of Texas Highway. The temple is on an 11-acre lot with approximately 20,000 square feet of indoor area. Rolling hills that are covered by cedars surround the Xing Yun Temple. The temple is often submerged in cloud-like fog. Therefore, the temple was named Xing, meaning fragrance, and Yun, meaning cloud. The name also takes the meaning of the clouds above the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas when their presences were honored. Before going to the temple, I did some research so I would have a better idea of what to expect when I arrived. When browsing the website, I came across some very strict rules that I found unusual. Some examples include being modestly dressed and not bringing meat into the temple. At first, I felt the temple was exclusive of newcomers and visitors. As I walked around and observed, no one talked to me or invited me inside of the temple. The sliding automatic doors were intimidating and uninviting. I felt like I did not belong. A lot of the posters and signs hung around were not in English. Finally, I must have looked lost because a very nice young girl and mom invited me inside and showed me around the inside of the temple. She explained how they were visiting from Dallas, but all temples were practically the same and she felt at home here in Austin. I then observed the mom and daughter walk further inside the temple and begin to pray and meditate alongside a monk who was dressed in traditional clothing. I found it so cool how they were new to the temple just like me and dove right into practicing their religion no matter where they were. Due to the strict rules of the temple, I was not allowed to take photographs inside, so my recollection and description will have to do. The altar at the front of the temple was very ornate, gold, and beautiful. Something that stood out to me was that instead of typical benches or chairs seen in churches, the temple used floor cushions for seating. I have grown up my entire life attending an Episcopal church. My experience at the Buddhist temple was quite different than at my native church. In my Christian church, there are crosses and stained glass windows. The Buddhist temple did not have any windows or crosses. Similarly, both places of worship had a central aisle and had altars at the front of the room. Prayer books and hymnals are commonplace in my church, and I did not see any during my time in the temple. When exploring the temple's website, I came across many interesting services this place of worship provided. The Fo Guang Shan Xing Yun Temple is home to the Xing Yun Buddhist College. They teach classes in Tai Chi, Advanced Meditation, Buddhism 101, Diamond Sutra Instruction, Yoga Meditation, as well as Dharma instruments. Classes are taught in both English and Chinese. On Sundays, the temple holds a regular chanting service. It is 1.5 hours in length and is followed by a short Dharma talk. After the service, there is a delicious vegetarian lunch served. During the service, there is also Sunday school for children ages 2 through 12. In this class, children are immersed in the Chinese and Buddhist culture. They participate in meditation, singing, storytelling, all sorts of crafts, origami, and more. Classes are taught completely in Mandarin without a translation. The temple is also home to the Austin chapter of the International Buddhist Progress Society. It originally met in a small shop until construction could finally begin for the Xing Yun Temple. The temple was constructed with a fourfold mission. 1. Fostering talent through education. 2. Propagating Buddha Dharma through cultural activities. 3. Benefiting society through philanthropic programs. 4. Purifying human hearts and minds through Buddhist practices. Environmentalism is given a very high priority by the city of Austin, and there were many environmental concerns expressed by the city. It was ordered that the temple could not be visible above the tree line when seen from the highway. Fortunately, the large Buddha statue was allowed to be in public view, which helps newcomers to find the temple. The religious life of the temple is run by 5 nuns who are currently led by Venerable Abbess Yi Hong. Abbess Yi Hong arrived from Vancouver in September 2002. Monks and nuns of the Fo Guang Shan order are made to transfer to different communities every few years. This practice serves to prevent attachment and encourages the learning of new skills. For Abbess Yi, being transferred to Austin meant brushing up on her English, which had not been needed in Vancouver. People of all ages attend Xing Yun Temple. While most of the community is Chinese, there have been more and more Western visitors since the temple was completed. Large events such as the Buddha's birthday tend to bring visitors of all cultures. For English speakers who wish to attend services in Chinese, a headset system is available where a live interpreter can speak to you through an earpiece. Texts have also been transliterated for English speakers. I really enjoyed my trip to the Fo Guang Shan Xing Yun Temple. I am glad this class and project forced me to broaden my horizons and explore a new place of worship.